Hey guys, what's up? It's Stephanie. I am back today and I have another video for you guys this week. The topic for the video today is going to be the question regarding, do prerequisites expire? So do your prerequisites for PA school expire? Some of the examples of the prerequisites are anatomy and physiology 1 and 2. You have biology also 1 and 2. Some programs do require also psychology, your chemistry classes like organic chemistry 1 and 2, general chemistry 1 and 2, etc. So do these prerequisites expire? As in if you've taken them, say 10 years ago, 6 years ago, 5, 4, 3 years ago, do they expire? So I will be discussing this topic, answering this question in this video. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Dereta, dereta, dereta. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, okay. Up, 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 up. Don't move. Asparagus. So, prerequisites. So the majority of PA schools aren't very specific when it comes to the type of degree you have, but some of them do have very similar prerequisites for the program that are needed before you apply to the program or sometimes before you enter the program. And these prerequisites tend to change depending on the program you're applying to. Some programs may ask for an extra class, some programs don't require as many classes as other programs. It just really depends. In my experience, when I was applying to PA school, I had first on my list about 20 schools that I was planning on applying. I ended up only applying to 15 PA schools the second time I applied because I had to take off 5 schools that after I researched them, some of them just had prerequisites or required prerequisites that I didn't have. Some of those prerequisites were immunology, virology, etc. So I didn't have those prerequisites, so I didn't apply to these programs for that same reason. Also, another thing that I took into consideration when applying to these programs is that some programs that I took off the list, they had basically a time expiration for the prerequisites. The majority of them were for anatomy and physiology, being that I took anatomy and physiology my freshman year. I took anatomy and physiology 1 in 2010, so it's 2018 now. That was 8 years ago, and last year it was when I had applied, it was 7 years ago. And then I took anatomy and physiology 2 in 2011, so that was also a while ago. So that's why I made sure that when I researched schools that I applied to schools that didn't have an expiration date on the prerequisites. That way I didn't have to retake the class again, being that these classes did expire. Some schools did have a 5-year expiration date, so if I would have applied to those schools, my classes would have been expired and not have been counted towards my prerequisites. Some of the schools that I did apply, they did have an expiration date, and some of them were 10 years. So I was still within that 10-year limit for having these courses. So I definitely applied to those schools that had the 10-year limit for the classes or didn't even have a limit for the classes. So that's why, like I always say, and I really stress this over and over again, is that when you are applying to your PA schools or the PA programs, it's really important to research the schools because you want to see what type of prerequisites they require and then also whether they have an expiration date on the courses. If they do have an expiration date, then you have to retake those classes before you enter the program, or even better, you want to retake those classes before you even apply to the program. That way you have a higher chance of getting an interview and also getting accepted into the program, guys. So, word of advice, if you are watching this and you are a freshman in school, in college, I would really recommend to take your prerequisites, if you can, towards the end of your degree, so maybe even your junior or senior year if possible. That way they don't expire, and also so that you have those classes fresh in your mind, so that information fresh in your mind. Being that I took anatomy physiology, I mean it's 2018 now and I'm in PA school, the first class that I will be taking is anatomy and physiology. And I took that class about 7 or 8 years ago. Like I said, 8 years ago, since it's 2018. I took A&P a long time ago. So most of the information has just gone out of my mind, and I feel like I'm just relearning everything because it's just been such a long time since I took those classes. So that's why I really recommend you guys that, like I said, if you're a freshman, if you're about to enter college, to see if you can take those classes your junior or senior year before applying to PA school. That way that information is fresh in your mind, and when you are starting PA school, it'll be fresh in your mind. You won't have to relearn everything like I did. Alright guys, so that is just my advice, just a little bit more information about expiration dates on some of the prerequisites that you may have. Anatomy and physiology was one of the big ones for me. I know some schools had expiration dates for other prerequisites, but for me it was A&P on almost all the schools. The majority of the schools that I was looking into that had to take off my list because my A&P were expired. So really research your school, guys. Research. Alright guys, well thanks for watching my videos. If you guys have any questions or comments for me, make sure to send me an email. I'll try to get in contact with you as soon as I can, guys. Being that I am PA school, it's really busy, and I am taking 17 hours a semester, so it's a lot of courses. And like I said previously, I'm taking A&P and I'm having to learn that all over again because I took that class such a long time. Everything is just new. So be patient with me, but I will get in contact with you guys as soon as I can. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.